I admire so much symmetry in the writing. The fact that you have three generational women.
Yeah.
You have a young woman. You have a woman that's trying to give birth, and then you have this menopausal person, and then you have the three. I mean,
but it's
triptych.
funny about like that triptych of women that I didn't. I guess it was interesting when I was talking. It was actually me and men. It was all men at the panel. They were male screenwriters, and then myself, and then they were all talking. Not all of them, but there was this moment where it's like, well, I have to have the beginning and I have to have the end and the title and the beginning, and I was like. I was like, I must be doing this wrong because I don't do that at all. I mean, obviously, I have like a mush. Like I have a mush of something I want to do, but I definitely don't have an end. And I have a sense. I know the people, and I'm like, oh, I want, this. I knew I wanted to write about marriage. I knew I wanted to write about like a midlife crisis within a middle-aged marriage, early middle-aged marriage. And I was going to braid this idea, and I thought that the infertility was like the perfect metaphor for a midlife crisis for a marriage, because it was people banging up against their idea of what their lives were supposed to be, and then it not happening, and that. But this is what I thought I was supposed to get, and I'm not getting it. And anyway, it just seemed like this perfect externalization for that kind of crisis.
Yeah, because the film, Catherine, is not about just infertility. It's about this characters facing mortality and characters facing career disappointments and, just disappointments in general. Can you tell us what attracted you? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, exactly. When I read this for the first time, besides being such a perfect piece of writing, and it's funny because when I think about the experience of watching the film and reading it, it's like I sometimes forget what it is in my mind. Was it me reading it or watching it? Like it was so clear for me the first time I read it.
And what was it clear about?
Just the specificity of who these humans were to me. There's just like I was so. It's like the feeling when you watch a home movie. Like they're just like so. They're just like so. It just seeps into your bones. I just felt like immediately I knew who these people were. It's like flipping through an old photo album. Like it wasn't an issue movie. It was just people that I had passed on the streets in New York. Like you just knew these people so clearly.